just tell me that you have committed the crime. Are they expecting me to come and say, yes, I have committed the crime? And if I say that, yes, I have committed the crime, you say that this is the cooperation with investigation. There is a fundamental right protecting me from self-incrimination. If it is not your convenience, this is where I wanted to tell these investigating officers, let them not make a mockery out of it. They are telling that you will have to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I don't admit to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I am not cooperating with the investigation. Is this what you wanted to tell? If I refuse to answer that question, if you want to say that there is no non-cooperation with the investigation, then shame on them in the manner in which they are honoring the Constitution after 75 years on which the Constituent Assembly, my lords, had accepted it.
My lord, what falls from the honorable court, my lords, acts as a catalyst. So, my lords, law cannot be given go by for me.
No,
And
not,
you
law
cannot-
cannot be given.
They cannot give a bad name to a dog and hang by the lamppost. That's what I'm trying to say.
So that is in accordance with laws.
Yes.
So that's what I'm trying to say. If she is not cooperating, definitely, my lords, they are entitled for it. I am not going to say that I should not be. I am
No,
above the
I'm
law.
only asking.
My lord,
in-
the
no, in-
kind of questions you lordship posed to
No,
the learned SP.
I'm only asking, if it were to be a common man, what is the action police would have taken? to
Lords, I am not
him? Day
going
and
to.
day out I'm seeing
Lords,
cases.
I am not a privileged.
Why entertain petitions at 2:30 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ
I
420 offense
I'm-
ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಯಂಕಾಲ ಅರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ.
My lord, day in, day out, I am before your lordships. I understand even I have moved the matters. I am not trying to say that I am a privileged person. I should not be dealt with in accordance.
No, you have, see,
What I am requesting is,
anybody who is accused of an offense should be brought to books. Books
definitely,
in accordance with law, that is all.
that is true. What I am saying, what fell from your lordship should not act as a catalyst to the officers to say that, no, to satisfy the demand of other side, that she should be picked up if she is guilty or not, no evidence,
No,
evidence.
investigation should happen.
My lords, your lordships have made it other day very clear. Now, question is whether it should go to CBI or the state wants to constitute a team of independent officers suggested by your lordships. And also, my lords, I can go to the extent of saying, my lords, as officer of the court, that your lordship can monitor this. There is no difficulty about it. Because even I want to come clean. My only request is any agency do it. Let there be a time-bound report because the sword cannot go on hanging on me.
No, sword is just opened.
My lords, therefore, any time your lordship may fix it and let them do it. We have no problem. I have no problem in my case.
But it has to be, we see a previous pattern by this officer.
My lords, I'm sorry, 1 second. The previous pattern, my lords, anybody can make allegation.
Don't worry, don't get.
No, that should not weigh in your lordship.
It's all right.
Lords.
Yes.
If he has to file an affidavit,
No,
I can respond to it.
That will not take away the issue of
ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ,
prejudice.
Emotional ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ, they pass on anything to the court.
That's all right.
This lady was involved like this, this lady was involved
That
like this.
is not.
It is emotional. Then you file an application.
Otherwise, sir,
File an
you can be rest assured
And
that
a
is
lawyer.
not good. That's not going to sway with prejudice.
My lords, I have
Yes.
fullest, my lords,
I am only.
I bow down
concerned
to that
there is-
statement.
There is an allegation. There is an
Yes, yes.
officer who is allegedly tortured. A 13-page
Lord,
death
we
note
go by
is
your-
there. If there was no background to it and all of a sudden it has sprung, then there was some meaning.
My lords,
There are affidavits filed even before that, and I have said it has to be videographed
Lord,
because
see-
of the torture.
we bow down to your lordship's order.
Yes.
There is absolutely no question of second thoughts. But I would request the learned senior not to pass on a message to just make a media statement saying that ಇವಳು ಆ ತರ ಇದ್ಲು, ಈ ತರ ಇದ್ಲು, ಹಿಂದೆ ಕೇಸ್ಗಳಾಗಿದೆ. Let him file an affidavit, I'll respond to it properly.
No, what is
Yeah.
what is handing over is judgment.
Yes,
of
my
all the
lords, but-
judgments of this
I-
court.
record
Let's
it, interpretation.
I just
Sir, you
wanted to
make
say
a proper
this.
application, then I will challenge it.
ಏನು judgment na?
No. Whatever statements he is trying to make. Now,
Investigate.
lottery case, they have said, the government has taken a conscious decision. They have rejected.
I have
the
myself
sanction.
quashed
Yes, your
on the
lordship,
ground
sir.
of want of sanction.
My lords, before
Just
closing, I leave it to your
two
lordships.
militating
7,
two militating aspects, my lords, your lordships may consider in this case. First and foremost, my lords, is that the person who has been accused is a officer of the rank of DYSP. Torture takes place when the person who is subjected to investigation, my lords, is required to be treated as per the guidelines which has been laid down from time to time, and particularly pertaining to this case, your lordships have said how it should be treated. Number one. Now, the second and most important thing is this: cooperation for investigation. They will tell me, just tell me that you have committed the crime. Are they expecting me to come and say, yes, I have committed the crime? And if I say that, yes, I have committed the crime, you say that this is the cooperation with investigation.
And
There is a fundamental
and
right
this one more
protecting me
thing is,
from
for the
self-incrimination.
last
If it
18
is
months
not
you have
your
been this-
convenience, Milords, this is where I wanted to tell these investigating officers, let them not make a mockery out of it. What do they think is the cooperation with the investigation? They are telling that you will have to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I don't admit to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I am not cooperating with the investigation. Is this what you wanted to tell? You tell it in the nature of a questionnaire. Whatever I feel like answering it, I will answer it. If it is a case of self-incrimination, there is a fundamental right. I may refuse to answer that question. If I refuse to answer that question, if you want to say that there is a non-cooperation with the investigation, then shame on them in the manner in which they are honoring the Constitution after 75 years on which the Constituent Assembly, Milords, had accepted it. Of course, yesterday, yeah, one day beyond 75 years. I'm sorry.
Lord,
No, this is not the way. Every time the police officer wants to come and say there is no cooperation with the investigation, what are the manner in which they want to investigate? This is a matter which your lordships may have to consider in any given case, because when they come and say that they are not cooperating with the investigation, they should tell that these are the steps which we have taken and this is the nature of cooperation. If there is even a semblance of a possibility of a self-incrimination, then you will have to stop there. You can't force me. And you cannot come before the court and say that, yes, there is an element of non-cooperation in the investigation. No.
And in the death note, she says the reason for this harassment and torture was they wanted statements in the manner
no,
in which they
that is there in the death.
Yes.
And she also says, Blood, she also says in the death note, very unfortunate. She says, the investigating officer says, "Nin lawyer agidre court watchman hatra bittu bandu olagade." What is this?
That's all right.
Yes. And the whole yesterday full, instead of investigating this torture case and death case under 308, the whole of yesterday, the DGP and police staff are scouting around the court to find out whether she's a lawyer. They have opened the files in the department. They have gone to the bar council.
It has become an election speech.
Flooding of police officers into the bar council to
In
check
the
up these
election.
records.
No, that's a fact.
No, that information we had
Yakandre-
month back.
Yakandre they feel that we are arguing a case of a non-lawyer who is not a lawyer.
No, we
Even
had-
if it is a human being, why can't the Advocates Association
As a
come?
matter of fact, in
The
one of
high and mighty,
judgments-
Lord, the high and mighty, if they have to be brought to the rule of law, it takes a lot of effort. And it is the Advocates Association which is fighting this cause. As your lordships put it, Lord, assuming a human being had undergone this, a non-lawyer had undergone this, why can't the Advocates Association take up the cause? It is anybody can set the criminal law in motion.
But if I remember, it
Therefore-
was 5 years or 6 years back when Justice MNV had given us lecture, Milords, upstairs on the Constitution Day. 6
Yes,
years
Lord
back.
itself.
Yes, Milords. Yes,
2020.
Milords, there he had told that not only the bar, only the bench, bar has got a greater responsibility to discharge that the principles enshrined in the Constitution.
ಇವರು
is-
ಇದ್ರು
ಅವ್ರು
ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ದಳ್ವಾಯಿ ಇದ್ರು
ಅಲ್ಲ ಅವರು ಇದ್ರು ಹಂಗಾಗಿ ಏನ್ ತೊಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ.
Jagdish.
ಆ,
Jagdish.
ಅಲ್ಲ
ಜಗದೀಶ್
ಜಗದೀಶ್
ಅವ್ರ-
ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಬಟ್
ಇಲ್ಲ,
ವೆಂಕಟೇಶ್
ಇವ್ರು
ದಳ್ವಾಯಿ ವಾಸ್
ಇದ್ರು.
ದೇರ್.
ಆ.
ಅದು ಆ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳೋದಿಕ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಜಗದೀಶ್ ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅದನ್ನ.
No, no, no. I am fully with you.
He is doing his job.
Yes, of course, Lord. He has
He
to do
says,
his
he
job.
says if it is incorrect, it has to be
Lord.
investigated. Who is the investigating officer?
As
is
soon
what-
the only question.
as soon as we filed an application for CCB Lord on Saturday, which was a working day of the High Court, the same day within 1 hour, they've given it to the CCB. Assuming from Saturday, they had time, very next day after the death. It's been 5 days. What have they done? They have not done anything from them.
No, they have done. Milords, I differ from what my Leonard senior friend says. Actually, as a matter of fact, a couple of the officers have gone to bar council to ascertain whether the person is
No,
a
what
lawyer.
have they done?
And
Where
they
the
have
accused?
also come to there.
No, but that
If you want to
information
get-
we had.
They are treating me
that-
as the accused.
No, no,
They have forgotten who is the accused.
So that information we had it 1 month ago.
But
that's okay, but
before I conclude, my lords, again repeating, my lords, any
17A,
agency,
I will answer.
my lord, any agency, your lordship, please protect my liberty, and if no cooperation, then law will take its course. Number 3, time-bound investigation.
All that we will do, but
And fourth, my lords, if it is not a very innocuous request, prayer rather, my lords, your lordship may supervise this. That is my request as officer.
See?
Your lordship may supervise this.
that's what.
But
So
we
that-
want the
So that,
supervision. We
no,
want the
tomorrow
supervision.
Advocate Association should not say that
But-
even that agency also favored, and my friend should not cut a sorry figure later.
No, we want the supervision, but we
No,
want
we-
it to the CBI.
I can
Isn't
assure
it?
him, Milords,
We- isn't
we have
we-
our senses in
Anybody,
place to
anybody.
make a fair
No,
assessment.
No, sir.
Anybody.
The ultimate object is to bring the guilty to justice.
And truth
Whatever.
should come out.
Yes.
Truth should come
Truth
out.
should, of course, it is, investigation is for that purpose.
As arguments continued, the court heard an important plea questioning the fairness of an investigation arising from a case involving a 13-page death note. The petitioner's side argued that repeated acts of harassment had undermined confidence in the investigation and urged the court to consider entrusting the matter to an independent agency. During the hearing, counsel highlighted the experience of a co-accused who was allegedly asked to remain at the DCP's office for the entire day before being served with a WhatsApp notice. According to the defense, they had consistently cooperated with the investigation and had even preserved video recordings of their interaction with the authorities. The court carefully examined these submissions along with the contents of the death note and the sequence of events before reserving its order on the request for an independent investigation. The matter will now continue on the next scheduled date.